This week, 132 of Indian country's finest and most outstanding leaders are coming together to address the issues that we're facing in Indian country among our food system. This week is a very intense, very full schedule for them. They will be learning about everything from growing the food to what it takes to packaging the food and getting it back into the homes of their communities. And how can we improve that system among Indian country? How can we get Indian country more involved in that system? And really just a networking opportunity. They will get to do a lot of hands-on learning experience. They will do some field trips, classroom-based learning as well. For me, when our youth and our tribes get re-involved in the food system, it's sort of healing to see. We've always been able to feed ourselves, and for a while that opportunity was taken away from us or it was hindered. And now we're reconnecting the circle of how things used to be, and we're bringing that knowledge base into the 21st century, and we're able to improve our communities with it. We are very active on social media as well as having a website. You can find the Intertribal Agriculture Council on Facebook as well as at indianaglink.com. You can find the initiative on Facebook underneath the Indigenous Food and Agriculture Initiative as well as Ag Summit and on the University of Arkansas website.
Well, we were formed in '87 as a result of some drought money going into Indian country, and the senator who led the effort to get us that funding asked the question, why is it that every time there's an environmental disaster, financial disaster, our natives come in here to request additional appropriations out of Congress? And as a result of that question, there was 2 reports to Congress, and both of those reports listed a number of issues that faced Indian farmers and ranchers. And as a result, Congress directed the Bureau of Indian Affairs to facilitate the organization of a nonprofit to bring about these changes so that the plight of agriculture on reservations was improved, realizing that government doesn't change itself. So Congress said, we need a group to push these issues. And so we were formed in '87 to begin basically opening the doors for Indian agriculture, and a large part of what we do has been changing laws and changing policies so that Indians had the same opportunity as their off-reservation counterparts. A large part, besides changing the laws, we spend considerable time and energy educating tribes and individual Indian producers about the opportunities that are out there as a result of our law work. As an example, there is more money going into Indian country as a result of one program in 1 year than the BIA puts in 10 years. That's a huge economic impact on our reservations. One reservation alone has 106 contracts that equal about $26,000 apiece. That's $2.6 million going into one reservation as a result of one program. So I think we've made a huge difference in the opportunity available to Native producers. I mentioned the report to Congress earlier. In that report, one of the barriers was the opportunity for youth to become involved in agriculture, but also the barrier of education. So it's been there, the youth part has been there since the inception of the organization, but in 2011, we made the conscious decision that youth and youth in agriculture was going to be one of our priorities, and we've brought on the average of about 100 kids per year to our membership meeting. And University of Arkansas was witness to what we were doing and wanted to do something similar but augment what we were doing. So we collaborated together on the start of this youth summit, and this being our 4th year of that collaboration. So the 2011 event, we just decided to put our money where our mouth was and make a firm commitment to having youth involvement and begin enhancing their knowledge of opportunities in agriculture.